When did everyone in school get the same warning? Everyone's phones buzzed at once. Lockdown. James Carlson armed and dangerous. Shelter in place immediately. Everyone in class turned to stare at me like I'd transformed into a monster. I was literally sitting there holding a pencil working on molecular equations trying to balance sodium chloride. What the hell? I said, looking at my own phone showing the same alert with my school ID photo attached. Mrs. McNeil immediately locked the door and pointed to the corner. Everyone away from James. Now. I don't have a gun. This is clearly a mistake. Stay where you are, she screamed, holding up a chair like a shield. Through the window I could see SWAT vehicles pulling up. Actual SWAT with rifles and shields running toward the building in formation. Parents were already gathering behind police lines screaming and crying. This is insane. Search me. I have nothing. Check my backpack! But nobody would come near me. My classmates pressed against the far wall like I was radioactive. Emma was crying and Jake was recording everything on his phone. Then I noticed something weird. Ethan Trevino in the back row was sweating badly and kept touching his backpack like he was checking if something was still there. Ethan, you good? I asked from across the room. Shut up, he hissed, not making eye contact. His dad was SWAT, Officer Trevino. I'd seen him at career day with all his tactical gear, letting kids hold his unloaded weapons. Ethan always bragged about his dad being a badass cop who let him do whatever he wanted. Ethan, what's in your bag? Nothing. Focus on yourself, shooter. Then why are you shaking? The classroom phone rang. Mrs. McNeil answered it on speaker with trembling hands. This is Officer Trevino. Is my son in there? Ethan Trevino? Yes, Mrs. McNeil replied. Is James Carlson in there? Yes, we have him isolated in the corner. Good. Keep him away from others. We're coming in hot. 2 minutes. Something felt extremely wrong. Why would Ethan's dad call this specific classroom out of 40 rooms in the building? How did he know we were both here? Ethan, empty your bag right now, I demanded. No, you're the threat. Empty it or I'm telling everyone what you're hiding. You're the one with the gun, Sarah screamed at me from behind a desk. I don't have anything, but Ethan does. Look at him. Ethan stood up, clutching his backpack to his chest. My dad's coming. He'll fix this. He always fixes everything. Fix what exactly? The door burst open. Officer Trevino in full SWAT gear pointed his rifle directly at my chest. 3 other officers flanked him with weapons drawn. On the ground. Now. I dropped immediately. Hands visible. I don't have a weapon. Check Ethan's bag. Don't move or I will shoot. But Mrs. McNeil had noticed Ethan's panic. She grabbed his backpack while he was distracted watching his dad. When she yanked it open, a Glock 19 fell out onto the floor with a heavy metallic thud. Everyone screamed and ran to the opposite corner of the room, trampling each other to get away from the weapon. That's my service weapon, Officer Trevino said, his rifle dropping slightly. Dad, I just wanted to show people at lunch. Shut up, Ethan! Shut your mouth right now! Trevino grabbed the gun and secured it, then turned to me, still face down on the floor. Get up, kid. I stood up slowly, my knees scraped and bleeding from dropping so fast. I need everyone to listen carefully, Trevino announced. There's been a misunderstanding. The threat has been neutralized. What threat? Mrs. McNeil demanded. You said James was armed. Bad intel. False alarm. Everyone's safe. That's your gun, isn't it? Mrs. McNeil pointed at the weapon he'd taken from Ethan. The situation is under control. You sent out a false alert, didn't you? To cover for your son bringing your gun to school. Trevino's face went red. That's a serious accusation. Your son had your gun. You called this specific room. You picked James as the threat. I was preventing a tragedy by creating one. I finally spoke up. You made everyone think I was going to kill them. Better than my son accidentally shooting someone. So you decided to get me shot instead? Ethan was crying now, snot running down his face. I just wanted people to think I was cool. Dad always leaves his gun lying around. Everyone at school thinks I'm weak and pathetic. It's supposed to be locked in the safe, Trevino snapped. You're drunk every night. You leave it on the dresser. You taught me how to use it. The other SWAT officers were looking at Trevino now with disgust. Trevino, what did you do? One of them asked. I protected my son by filing a false alert. That's a felony. We're family, blue family. We protect each other. Not like this. Mrs. McNeil had her phone out. I'm calling the principal. The real one, not you cowboys. Within 20 minutes, the principal arrived with the superintendent and school security. They took statements from everyone in the classroom. Trevino tried to leave with Ethan, but the other SWAT officers stopped him. You're done, Trevino. This is too far. They arrested both of them right there. Trevino for filing false emergency reports, reckless endangerment, and misuse of emergency systems. Ethan for bringing a weapon to school. The whole school was evacuated while they confirmed there were no other threats. My parents arrived hysterical. They'd gotten the alert at work and thought I was either dead or a killer. Trevino got fired immediately. The district pressed charges. He got 18 months in prison and lost his pension.